accumulations without announcement. Contours formed through quiet endurance. A sentence written without alphabet, yet understood where memory rests. I walk through versions that never repeated, each one deleted that need to be seen. What stays isn't shaped for a surface exchange. It alters the range of what meaning can claim. A pattern beneath what appears as a pattern. A presence that gathers but never gets gathered. I carry what cannot be mirrored in glass. It passes through time but refuses to pass. What isn't shown continues to grow outside the flow that others may know. It won't translate into something you scroll. No form to control, no role you can hold. It lives in the fold of moments untold. A truth that unfolds but never gets old. Descriptions dissolve when approached too direct. What's kept in the depth won't respond to requests. I learn to observe without forcing a frame, to stay in a space where it won't take a name. There's friction between what I feel and define. A line I could draw but decline every time. Precision reduces what's meant to expand, so I loosen my hand and abandon the plan. The louder the world gets, the less that it hears what forms in the layers beneath all the noise. A choice without claim, a direction without announcement of doubt, just a shift without voice. It remains without proof. Yeah, it alters the truth. I move through a field that resists being mapped. No path to adapt, yet I never feel trapped. Because what I am isn't fixed to a view. It grew through what couldn't be shown or construed. No need to present it, no need to defend it. The moment you name it, you limit its limits. So I let it extend without closing the end. Again and again, it becomes what it is. It won't translate into something you scroll. No form to control, no role you can hold. Of moments untold, a truth that unfolds but never gets old. Not hidden, just beyond what can't be said. And hell is one. An absence that isn't empty, but altered the presence inverted. The quiet remained and I held in their hands, yet it shapes how I stand. A span of before, now folded and after. I don't reach back what I recognize for what was stayed in the structure beneath every order. No border contains it, no claim can explain it. It came, then it changed, what remains without name. And a trace in the space where the language won't settle. A level of depth I don't measure, just carry. Not heavy, not light, just align with the fact that what once was intact now exists in another. I don't try to return, I let it confirm. What cannot revert still lives in a turn. It left without leaving, stay without form. Not something I hold, but something unformed. It speaks without speaking, moves without sound. Not lost, not found, just always around. I walk with the echo but never pursue it to chase. It will break what it quietly builds. A field that reveals what remains when it's gone. Up on, not dependent on holding it still. No filling the gap, no replacing the range. No change that could claim it was ever the same. I learned not to label what cannot be kept. Respect what was present, then let it be left. There's depth and acceptance, not passive but clear. A discipline rooted in seeing it here. Not near as a memory fading with time, but near as a line that continues inside. It remains without return, it sustains what I've learned. I speak to it really, not out of avoidance, but knowing the expression can't weaken this presence. Some things stay stronger when left unexpressed, compressed in the form to resist being less. I live with the shift that it left in my system, not missing, just moving with altered conditions of vision, revised without losing the truth. That proof isn't needed when something was left without leaving, stay without form. Not something I hold, but something I'm formed. It speaks without speaking, moves without sound. Not lost, it's not found, just always around. It didn't end, it changed the way everything continued. I keep it contained, but it doesn't dissolve. A pulse in the structure that questions the fall. Not loud, not gone, just present and pause. A cause without call, yet it stays involved. Control is a code I wrote into motion, but motion remembers what I never opened. A moment approaches, I notice the shift between what I carry and what I permit. It lives in the distance between act and intent, where tension is neither released nor expressed. I let it exist without giving it land, a balance that breathes without needing to speak. I don't erase it, I regulate what I feel. Doesn't have to dominate. I hold it without collapse. I feel it, but don't react. It moves, but I remain alive inside the strain. There's discipline built in the rhythm I keep. Not rigid, just rooted in something beneath. A sequence of choices repeated enough becomes what I trust when the current disrupts. Emotion isn't enemy, neither is God. It rises, I recognize and let it reside. Not buried, not carried beyond what is needed. Just seen and released without being defeated. The key with the pressure, the clear with the frame. I stay in the range where it doesn't take aim. No blame in the presence of what I contain. Just clarity gained through remaining the same. I learn every action's to fracture the path, and silence can carry a different impact. So I choose where I move and refuse where I don't. Not every impulse deserves to be known. There's growth in the gap where the urge meets the choice. A voice is not loud, but it alters the course of what I become. In the moment of pull, when full would be easy, but staying is fuller. I hold it without collapse. I feel it, but don't react. It moves, but I remain alive. Nothing breaks, yet nothing rests. I remain within the present. Return to the point that appears like the same, but the frame has been altered by staying engaged. Not change in a flash, not a shift you can trace, just a gradual phase, rearranging the base. Each pass redefines what I thought I had known. A tone in the bones that's refined on its own. No need for a peak or a visible proof. The truth is the loop that keeps shaping the truth. It's quiet, consistent, resistant to hype. No spiking, the graph just a line that holds life. I write it in action, not words I declare. Repair through, repeat what I carry with care. Again, not for gain, but alignment. Again, not to prove, but refine it. I build by returning, I learn without showing. Each cycle confirming the path I am growing. No rush to arrive, no need to be seen. What I become lives and what I repeat. Yeah, There's depth in the discipline done when unseen. A scene with no audience shaping the beam. No leaning on luck or a sudden advance. Just stance after stance after stance after stance. I cancel the myth of a moment that saves. Replace it with phases that steadily change. The range of my mind is defined by the times I stayed in the place others left far behind. Designing the doing I dreaming of done becomes who I am when the cycle is one more time. Then it seems more space than it shows. A growth that is slow but undeniably close. What repeats, rewrite what remains. I trust what returns more than what quickly appears, because years are just layers of quiet careers within my own habits. The patterns I keep are deeper than promises spoken too brief. So I go back again, not because I'm the same, but because every past rearranges the frame. A name isn't needed, a claim isn't made, just movement that proves what the process became. I build by returning, I learn without showing, each cycle confirming the path I am growing. Rush to arrive, no need to be seen. What I become lives and what I repeat. Same place, new shape, formed in return. They speak in numbers, I read in between. What's seen isn't always what steadily means. A reach without roots disappears in the air, while few that are there stay aware and repair. I've stood in a space where approval expands, then watch how it thins when it's held in the hand. Demand for attention dissolves into doubt, when no one is present to live what you're about. It's weight in the word that is kept over time, a line that aligns when it isn't required. No need to announce it, no reason to prove. It moves in the truth of the things that we do. I don't count eyes, I count what stays beyond the rise, beyond the praise. Know what they say when they see me rise? Who remains when the moment dies? Not how it looks from a distant view, what is hell when it's only a few. I learned that the loud can be light in the core, and silence can carry much more than before. A door that is open to all will not hold, the same as the one that is chosen and known. I'm known in the ways that don't need to be said, in presence and patience and paths that we tread. No thread of illusion, no surface exchange, just trust that remains when the seasons all change. There's value in fewer and deeper connection, direction corrected through mutual reflection. No section of ego that needs to expand, just hands that are steady when nothing is planned. It remains without display, it sustains without a name. I don't chase the echo that fades in the crowd, I stay where the meaning is quiet but loud, in places where words are replaced by the way we carry each other through weight of the day. No need for a stage, no need for a claim. The frame is defined by the ones who remain, and that's what I build, not a number or tram, but something that lives past the visible. Not what they say when they see me rise, but who remains when the moment dies. Not how it looks from a distant view, but what is held when it's only a few. When it's quiet, it's clear who was always here.
don't merge with the field. A sense of the real without needing to yield. What's built in my center remains in its place, while I navigate spaces that constantly change. Engage but don't anchor to every demand. Expand without losing the grip on my stance. The world is a pull, I acknowledge the force, but force isn't fate when I stay in my course. I've seen how the noise can dissolve what is clear when every opinion is placed in your ear. So I filter the flow without closing it off. Let it pass, not attach, not become what it's not. I don't withdraw, I don't absorb, I let it move without a form. I stay in between what pulls and what fades, not lost in the scene, not locked in a cage. I touch then release, I hear then I choose a distance that breathes, not something I lose. There's wisdom in knowing how far to extend, when closeness can bend what you didn't intend. Not every connection deserves to be kept, not every correction is one I accept. I step with awareness of where I align, what enters my space and what stays undefined. No need to reject, no need to embrace, just place what I face in its relevant place. The pace of the world try to pull you within, a spin that begins where attention is thin. I strengthen the lens that I look through the lens, so what I defend is what actually is. Not inside, not outside, just alive in the light. I learned that extremes tend to weaken the frame. Too close and you fade, too far and you change. The range that I keep is a conscious design, defined by the line I refine over time. So I walk in the middle, aware of the sides, not tied to the ties that decide how they rise. I live in relation but not in control, forces that move but don't govern my soul. Stay in between what pulls and what fades, not lost in the scene, not locked in a cage. I touch then release, I hear then I choose a distance that breathes, not something I lose, not remove, not consume, just in tune with the truth. In a pattern that points back to me, not seen on the surface but clear underneath. The sequence of moments aligning in ways that show me the weight of the road that I take. No title was given, no label applied, but silence confirmed what I couldn't deny. A line in the structure that only I trace, a space I can't vacate without leaving a break. I didn't choose it in words or in form, it grew as a norm I could no longer ignore. A force without order, a call without sound, but loud in the way that it stays when I'm down. I don't question what remains when I'm on it with my place. It's mine to hold, not mine to own. A road is grown through what I've known, not for display, not for demand, just what I am when I take a stand. It's mine to hold, not mine to own. A road is grown through what I've known, not for display, not for demand, just what I am when I take a stand. Yeah. Seen how avoidance can soften the edge, turn clarity into a space I neglect, but every deferral returns in a form that asks for the same thing I tried to ignore. So I meet it directly without any claim, no need to be praised for accepting the frame. The same that I carry is shaping me back. In fact, I don't fight, just align with the fact. There's depth in acceptance without needing pride. A guy from inside that I don't override. No crowded confirming, no proof to present. Just movement that matches the meaning. And man, when I step, it stays. When I leave,
it breaks, yeah, yeah. So I stay in a place that reflects what I'm in. Not fixed but consistent in how I'm intent. I've been when I need to but never collapse, because what I'm attached to isn't built on a mask. Yeah, that's for attention but not for control. A balance of discipline shaping the whole. And though it's unseen in the view of the wide, it's clear in the quiet I keep on the inside. But it's mine to hold, not mine to own. A road is grown through what I've known. Not for display, not for demand. Just what I am when I take a stand. It's mine to hold, not mine to hold. Yeah, yeah, no witness needed. I know when I need it. There's a climb in the quiet I keep to myself, not measured by markers that sit on the shelf. No need to declare it, the path is internal, a circle that turns into something eternal. I learn that the loud can distract from the line that's drawn in the mind when it's sharpened by time. So I stay in the lane that I silently built, not driven by image, not tilted by guilt. It lives in the lift of a subtle advance, a stance that improves without seeking a glance. No chance for illusion or air to frame when progress is made without naming the gain. I don't announce, I just align. What moves me up is kept inside. I rise without showing, I grow without noise. No need for them knowing the shape of my course. It's steady, it's certain, it's mine to maintain. No surface reflection, just depth in the game. Ambition exists, but it doesn't expand, and it's something that needs to be held in the hand. It's held in the habits, the patterns I keep, the hours repeated when others are asleep. No leap in the luck, no dependence on chance, just stance after stance after stance after stance, enhanced by the time I invested in less. Distraction removed so the core can progress. I measure in layers, not moments that spike. A life built in phases, not flashes of light. The height that I reach is defined by the base, and base is the place I return to each day. No claim, no name, no name, no name, just saying, sustain. So I move with intention that isn't announced, the route that is found without turning around. No crown to be worn, no stage to be claimed, just range that expands in a way I can't fake. And maybe it's never completely fulfilled, but that isn't reason to stop what I build, because what I pursue isn't something that ends. It bends and extends and begins again. I rise without showing, I grow without noise. No need for them knowing the shape of my course. It's steady, it's certain, it's mine to maintain. No surface reflection, just depth in the game. No peak, no peak, no peak, no peak, no peak, no peak, no peak. Just pass, just pass, just pass, just pass, just pass, just pass, just pass. That continues, pass, pass. I walk through days that refuse to align with anything close to a clear design. Get something inside, kept forming a thread, connecting the laws to the life that I led. No single direction, no clean divide between what I welcomed and what I survived. Both built the structure I stand in today in ways I could never have planned or portrayed. I used to resist what I couldn't define. Now I let it exist as a part of the line. No need to reduce it, too simple or clear. It's all in the range that brought me here. I don't select what I accept, I take it all as context. All that he gave, I carry the same. No party raised, no part to blame. It's shaped
valuing moments that didn't feel right. They carved out of depth I rely on in life. No surface success could replace what I learned from past that would walk without anything earned. I turn what I face into something I use. Not proof that I win, just the reason I move. The truth isn't clean, it's complex and combined. A mixture of states that refuse to divide. So I honor the full, what enter my space. Not only the parts that are easy to praise. Because what I became isn't built on the side, it's built on the whole that I never denied. All of it remains. All of it sustains. Now I see clearly without needing a sword. What matter from what I was taught to report. There's more in the raw than the refined display. A way that I stay without needing a way. I don't chase perfect, I don't rewrite past. I let it exist as a structure that lasts. Cause every event that I couldn't control contributed something that strengthened the whole. All that it gave, I carry the same. No party raised, no part to blame. It shaped the way I came to be. Not just the light, but everything. Nothing removed, nothing denied. It all survives inside.
I've seen definitions repeat in a loop, but truth only roots when it passes through you. A view from a distance can mimic the form. Perform isn't live till it alters your core. You can quote every line, align every phrase, still miss what it means when it enters your days. The weight of a word only shows when it's used, and moments when nothing but choice can be proved. I learned in the friction, the moments to stay. Now pages of post, but the price that was paid. A layer beneath what is easy to claim. A frame that remains when the rest falls away. I don't repeat what I don't embody. I let it read into the body. Knowing isn't knowing till it lives in the way. Not something you're showing, but something that stays. It's formed in the doing, confirmed over time. Not stored in a mind, but aligned in a life. Yeah, to gather the data, I gather the shift between what is said and what actually sticks. A difference that widens the longer you live. Between what you take and what you can give. I've heard every angle, considered the range, but range doesn't matter if nothing has changed. The same information can sit for years without transformation appearing anywhere. So I filter what enters and test what I keep in moments where comfort is hardest to keep. Because truth doesn't stay where it is and applied. It fades in the mind but survives in the life. If it stays, it was lived. If it fades, it was said. Now I move with a sense that I can't articulate. Not something I state, but something I demonstrate. A presence that forms from the past that I chose. Not what I was told, but what I came to know. And that's where the line between hearing and being stops being a concept and starts being a feeling. A meaning that lives in the way that I stand. Not stored as a thought, but expressed as a man. Knowing is a knowing. Lives in the way, not something you're showing, but something that stays. Formed in the doing, confirmed over time. Not stored in the mind, but aligned in the life. Now what I learned, what I became. What I began to remain, not as a
phase, but a frame I sustain. A chain of decisions, repeating a structure, becoming a function I no longer question. I step in the same, but it isn't the same. Each day rearranges the weight of the name. I carry the pattern that carries me back to moments that build how I move and react. No breaking the line that I quietly draw. A law without force, but it holds what I saw. Because what I continue, continues in me. Not something I lead, something I agree. I don't escape what I maintain. I integrate what I became. I carry it forward, it carries me through a loop that is formed in what I pursue. No end to defend, no need to explain. I live in the line I chose to sustain. Responsibility rarely arrives with a sound. It forms in the ground where repetition is found. Around the decisions that circle the same until they define what you call your name. I've seen how avoid and can scatter the threat, unravel the path that was quietly set. So I stay in the place that requires the most, not for the praise but because it is close, close to the core of what I represent. Not perfect, just present in how I'm intent. And that's where it holds, not in moments that peak, but in what I repeat when it's hardest to keep. What I continue, continues me, yeah. There's no separation between what I choose and what I become when I follow it through. The proof isn't spoken, it shows in the span of time where I stand as the same kind of man. Not static but stable in values I keep, a depth that is formed in commitments that deep. And I don't need to name it, I don't need to frame it. It lives in the way I remain and retain it. Carry it forward, it carries me through a loop that is formed in what I pursue. No end to defend, no need to explain. I live in the line I chose to sustain. What didn't conclude, not something I lose, not something I prove. A view that was shaped through a range I went through. Now rest in a place that no longer needs proof. No final arrival, no line of this cross. Just passive a walk that immeasurable cost. Not counted in numbers, not stated in gain, but felt in the fact that I'm here to remain. I've seen what can shift and what stays when it does. What fades into memory, what settles as was. And still there's a thread that continues to run through all that was done and all that's undone. I don't divide what I became into loss or gain, or praise or blame. As it is, I remain through the chain, through the same. Not defined by your side, but the whole I reside. There's peace in the parts that I never could fix. A mix of the clear and the things I still question. No need to resolve every edge of the past. Some things were not built with a need to be grasped. I carry it all, but it doesn't control me. It shows me the range of what life chose to show me. Not holding the outcome, not holding regret. Just knowing the depth of the steps that were set. I met every moment as best as I could. Not always as planned, not always as good, but good as it needed for something to matter. It gathers its meaning in ways that don't scatter. It remains as it came, uncontained by name. So I stand without needing to stand for a claim. No aim to rename what has always remained. A frame that is wide enough now to include the truth of the calm and the truth of the cruel. No feud with the past, no grasp at the next. Just depth in the present I chose to accept. And that is enough, not as less or as more, but something that holds what I came here for. As it is, I remain the chain, through the same, not defined by a side, but the whole I reside. No ending, no start.